Guys, we are now live for another episode of the Inflation Game. And with us, we have the very funny Jeremy Wagner. Jeremy, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. So how's inflation treating you?
I'm at home, so it's going as planned.
So it doesn't affect you. You
No, well, I have to stay home. I can't go anywhere.
I got you. So it does affect you in the sense that you don't leave your home, but therefore you're not spending money because you're not leaving your home.
But
But
I want to leave my home.
you want to leave your home, but you can't. You're sort of held
Yeah,
hostage. So at
yeah,
least you're smart enough to realize that if you leave your home, you're going to be spending money.
yeah.
So you're
I
not going to leave
understand.
your home
No.
because it really does feel that way. Like if you leave the house, that like there's no way to not spend money. Like,
Yeah, it's maybe a pop apocalyptic because even if you don't go to a store, you still see like maybe a homeless person that needs a sandwich or something. I don't know.
okay, so today I brought food like including snacks because I decided that in addition to bringing meals, I have to bring snacks with me because snacks can be costly where you buy a stack and a soda and what, $8?
Yeah,
Like I
yeah.
remember when it used to be like $3 and now eight, nine. So I brought everything with me. But then I saw a homeless guy and he wanted a coffee and it was really early, so I couldn't get to Panera to get my coffee, which I have unlimited coffee there. So
Mm.
I was like, I'll get a coffee. And then $11 for two iced coffees at Dunkin'. And I was like, hoping this would be a low spend day where I'm
Mm.
not buying tons and tons of stuff. But it relatively, I spend very little. Like my friend said he was spending $75 a day at one point on food. And I'm
Wow.
nowhere close to that.
I don't know about that. That's a lot.
I mean, you got it is and it isn't. Like it is if you think that you're only going to the kind of places like normal people like us go to. But I think if you go to nicer restaurants, it's not a lot.
Oh yeah, yeah.
If you had three meals at three nice restaurants, it could easily be more than 75. But the
Oh, I
fact
think
is, I don't
75
know
would
that
be
he was
one.
doing that. What?
Yeah, 75 I think would be like maybe one nice restaurant. I guess depends on
One,
who.
I would think if you went to one nice restaurant and it was just you, would it be more than 75? I don't know.
No, it'd be like maybe 50 at the most, but probably
I
not. Like
would think maybe not though.
nice to me is Applebee's. So that'd be like 2 for 20 for both of us.
You're right. There's an Applebee's even in New York City, like in Astoria by the Panera, and they have some good deals, Applebee's.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, you're right. It's at least a sit down place. They don't rush you. Like, it's fine,
It's
Applebee's.
nice-esque.
Right. It's nice ish. It's getting closer to nice. It's not like per se or some kind of a restaurant, Le Bernardin, Alice's Teacup. It's not on that level, but it's better than like a Chipotle, probably.
I have never went to any of those places you just named, so
The
I don't
upscale
even know them.
restaurants, they're in New York City, but those would be maybe probably more than 75 a person if you really ate, you know, every course. It probably would come out to more than 75 a person.
Yeah.
But they also have tasting menus, but you seem like you don't go out. So you're just in your house.
I'm just in my house, yeah.
But what do you do all day then?
You got me. I don't know. Like sometimes I look at my day and I'm like, how does another person do it? They go to work for 8 hours, then they come home and cook and clean and take care of their kids and take their kids to baseball games, and then they still have time to watch TV. And I don't have any time for any of
Wait, so
that
what
stuff.
do you do though? But you have a job that you work from home
No,
or
I don't have
you
a job.
you don't have a
That's
job.
yeah. My
So
job is to
basically you're
maintain the grass.
of your house.
I'm the maintenance man of my house. Yeah.
So that's your job. But
Yeah,
that's
but
basically it. So
that's why I
you
don't
wake
have
up and
any.
a whole day stretches ahead of you with nothing
Um,
but doing the grass.
yeah, And our lawnmower's broke right now, so I gotta
So
find other
you're
things to
basically on furlough right now.
do. Just waiting for the parts to come in to fix the lawnmower.
But that's your only responsibility all day is the lawnmower. There's nothing else
Um,
you're responsible for.
anything my mom asked me to do. Um,
You're gonna
so
do it.
yeah, go to the store, go buy some groceries, fix this. I don't know how to do that. I don't
Or
know
like
how. Somehow
technology.
I stay
Probably you're
busy.
also tech support, realistically.
Yeah, but
I'm guessing
yeah,
your mom's a boomer, so you're probably tech support as well.
yeah. I'm everything support.
So you're basically your mom's support. Whatever she needs, it's all you.
I'm like a indentured servant.
Wow. I mean, it can be like that, right? Because I guess if you're living with someone and you're living in their house, I guess it can be that way. That's why I probably turned down a sugar daddy, because that
Mm,
would probably be what would happen if I had a sugar daddy, where I'd be like an
I
indentured
would
servant.
agree. Yeah,
But so you're home, you help your mom with whatever she needs, and then I guess you write jokes and you go to open mics.
yeah. My dad wouldn't consider that a job though.
Is your dad living with you too, or no?
No, no, no. They were never married, so he lives up north in Michigan, and my mom lives in Louisiana.
So you live in Louisiana?
Hmm.
Okay. So that's it. That's the whole
That's
day.
it.
Mom's tech
That's
support,
it.
write jokes, go to Zoom mics, run errands. That's an easy
Yeah,
kind of day.
yeah. I wish it was
I
better,
mean,
but
in a
there's no
way,
work around here.
there's no work in Louisiana.
I mean, probably in Louisiana, but not around my area right now. I
Not in
applied
your
for a job at
town,
the
there
dollar
isn't.
store.
What?
I applied for a job at the dollar store.
So there's really just your area. I'm thinking it's kind of a rural area, so there's not a lot of jobs. Like there aren't a lot of companies based in your area where you could get jobs. So it's basically like the dollar store or like waitressing or stuff like that.
Basically, yeah.
So that's pretty tough.
Yeah, it's not fun, but we'll be all right.
I mean, I think a lot of America is like that. And I live in New York City where there are tons and tons of jobs.
Yeah.
But and my day was crazy today.
Even like the online jobs, it's I read this thing that said online websites for getting remote work and stuff like that are sometimes they're used as data collecting, so that somebody will post a job just to collect a bunch of information about
Yeah,
people.
data mining.
And
A lot of things are probably that.
well,
And a
I've
lot of online jobs can be scams too.
yeah, I've applied for many online jobs. Nobody's ever called me, nobody's ever emailed me, nothing's ever happened. So I don't know.
Do you ever what a what are like your skill sets? Sorry, I'm so too helpful. I'm always trying to help people.
um
I'm like too helpful. I think.
I don't know. I can do everything really. I'm like in the past. I was worked for a land surveyor, so I did like CAD work,
Oh, interesting.
and then when I lived in Vietnam, I was an English teacher, and I've worked retail positions. I've worked for a car wash one time. I've had many different jobs.
So you have a lot to offer.
Yeah, I'm sure. And like anything that I don't know, I like even with the house, like stuff that I've never had to deal with because I never owned a house, maintenance
You
and
could
things
look
like
it up.
I find it online, I fix it.
Awesome.
Sometimes it is, but not always. Sometimes when like if you don't
I
got the
can't
money,
fix anything.
well, if you don't got
I
the
can't
money to
fix
fix
anything, by the
something,
way.
if you there's I guess there's levels. Like there's you have a lot of money, you just pay somebody to fix it. If you have a little
Sure.
money, you buy the part or the thing and you fix it yourself.
Do it
Or if you
yourself.
have no money, you go into your tool shed and you find something that might do the job and you put it on there and it fixes it for a couple of months and then you got to do it again.
And then you got to do it again.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
yeah,
with
that's
less
basically reality.
but less supply. So you use some of your weird stuff you found in the shed, you know, this or that, and you use that, and then you don't have any more of that. Now you got to find something else to use.
I mean, I probably wouldn't know what to use, but I always seem to like break stuff, and I managed to like pull the handle out from one of my drawers, and now I can't open one of my drawers. So that's why I was a
I
little
just
late
fixed
getting
one.
on, because I
I
was
just
trying
fixed
to
one of
find
those.
my game show T-shirt, but I basically lost one of my drawers, and I'm gonna have to get someone maybe take a knife and like pull it open. I don't know what I'll do. So probably I'll have to call someone. Because if I got myself into this, I probably can't get myself out of it. I'll have to call my friend. And he works for TaskRabbit, and but he's pretty nice about it. Like he gripped a tennis racket for me because I was a little bit worried about it. And but he said like if he doesn't know how to do something, he can just look it up and get a YouTube video and he'll do it. And I my license plate fell off because I guess the screws got loose, so it
Mm.
was gonna fall off the front, and so we put it back on. So yeah, as you can tell, I'm helping people like him make money. I'm pretty bad at stuff like that.
Yeah,
So I'm not gonna be fixing anything. I'm just gonna
call
hope
your
for the
friend.
best that I don't ruin that. What?
Call your
Well,
friend.
I mean, he charges me. Yeah. I'll basically have to call him and like have him fix the stuff, I guess, is what it's gonna be.
Well,
But
yeah, it's like a game show. You know, you have the lifeline. You can call a friend. Yeah, let me call a friend.
so what is he charge what did he charge me for an hour of work? That could be the first question. What did he charge me for an hour of work?
Depends on your neighborhood.
At the time I lived in Hoboken, New Jersey. Was he charging me?
I don't know.
So you have no clue what he would be charging me because you never pay anybody, so
I don't
you
know.
wouldn't know. He charged me 40 an hour.
All right, that's pretty good.
But he's saying that like now he'd have to charge more, like 80,
Mm,
because I moved and it's not as close to where he lives.
mm,
Like New York City is so weird where if you don't have a car, it can take forever to get from some places. Like
yeah.
where he lived to get to when I lived in Hoboken, New Jersey, or when I lived in Brooklyn, it was easy. Like it wouldn't take probably that long to get there. But now where I live in Queens, it would take much longer to get from where he lives to where I live. Like
Hmm.
it will involve like a very long subway ride, probably. Yeah, it's gonna involve a really long subway ride. And it can take triple the time if you go by subway versus if you
Hmm.
drive. Like
Yeah.
it more than triple sometimes. Like it's just a long process if you're, using buses or subways. So yeah, I don't blame him. I think it would be like a long ride to get to where I live from where he lives.
Yeah, then you got to count that in.
So
That's
yeah,
your
that's
time.
why now it's gonna be 80. So
So
I
it
better
might have
think of
been.
lots of stuff for him to do. I can't
And
just have him grip a tennis racket for $80 and be like, see you later. Thanks for gripping the racket.
yeah,
Well,
that's
looks like
right.
I solved that problem by screwing up the draw. So he has more tasks to do.
Well, if you're taking the subway or the bus or whatever, then maybe he can start doing the task on the bus, and he doesn't really have to waste any more or use
But
any
how
more
would
of
he
his
have
time.
what do you mean?
Well, I mean,
But
like
what
if it's
tasks, how would,
a racket, I don't know, he's doing it on
but
the
how would
bus.
he get the racket unless he comes to me to meet me?
I don't know. These are things he has to work out in logistics.
Yeah. But you could probably try TaskRabbit. Or do they not really have that where you live?
Oh, I don't know, probably,
Like lots
but
of
then
comedians. You
that's
should look
cutting into
into
my
it.
money.
Lots of comedians do TaskRabbit
All right.
that I know.
Is that because
Lots of them do, or they're movers or whatever, or they're teaching tennis lessons, even though they don't know tennis. They teach tennis lessons.
yeah, I thought about teaching something. I don't know. I don't know what I could teach.
You could probably get work teaching stuff online. There are lots of online teaching platforms.
I had one of those before, and the company, like, they had some issues, and then they didn't pay a bunch of teachers, and then they went out of business.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
So
Varsity Tutors. There's lots of tutoring platforms that I don't remember all the names of them, but you could probably get work from a lot of them and teach people stuff.
yeah, I probably need to do something better.
Yeah. I'll start a tennis wing of it in Louisiana, but probably it wouldn't do too well. Tennis lessons where you live.
I don't. Yeah, probably not. I
Are there
don't
any
remember
wealthy
seeing a
areas?
tennis court anywhere.
All right, let's do the next one. What do I charge for an hour private lesson?
Um, Probably 40 or 50 bucks at least.
Oh, no.
It depends on what we're doing, I guess.
No, an hour tennis lesson. That's a private lesson that's one-on-one. What do I charge for it?
For you, $75.
No, 100.
Wow.
But
Okay.
that's like on the lower end. There are people charging like 130, 140, 200. Like, I'm not gonna do that though.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it depends because New York City's like a wealthy area, and there are people where that means nothing to them. You muted yourself. Oh, there you go. Yeah. So that, all right. I got a bus ticket today that took me from Port Authority to New Jersey to like a suburb that's right outside the city. What did the bus ticket cost?
Well, hopefully you bought the weekly pass and it cost $69.
No, it was say a single ride. What does that cost? I only going there once. I'm not going to buy a weekly pass.
So you have, it's just one trip. So
One
$4.
trip, yeah. No, 7:30.
Wow.
New York's it shouldn't be that much because when you look at the miles, it's not that far outside the city. Like it's right over the GW Bridge, this place. It's like not that far. A little further north of the GW, but like it should be cheaper.
I think a lot of things should be cheaper.
All right, now there's
the show
what
Shark
else should
Tank.
be cheap?
Like the show Shark Tank, they'll bring people up with these new inventions or new ideas to start businesses, and they say, okay, I'll invest this amount of money or whatever. But most of the time they're like, okay, well, what's your cost like to create the product? They're like $10. Okay, well, what's your selling price? $45. Like
it's a big markup, yeah.
How are you doing that? Like
that's a big percentage that it's getting marked up.
I would say like something double, maybe triple if the cost, but that's like 4 or 5 times the amount. It's crazy.
And that's typical that there'll be a case like that.
At least on that show there is. Not like I don't really know about all businesses, but I mean, I think at some point, like when I look at Walmart's such a big corporation. They own and they say the more you buy, the cheaper the price. So if Walmart's buying 1 million of these products, they should be getting them for like 5 cents.
Right.
So I mean, and then they're selling them for $2 or $3 a piece. And that's 5 cents. That's a big markup. I don't see how that would
some things like some products can really get marked up. Like coffee is very cheap to buy, and yet it gets heavily marked up.
Well, I think with coffee that maybe transportation costs, things like that.
That could factor in too. I mean, there are other factors in determining the cost of something. But eggs are really cheap.
You would think.
But some stuff is really expensive, so you can't mark it up as much.
Yeah, I
Okay,
don't
so
know.
there's a bar, but I don't watch any TV. I
Okay.
gotta really watch it. I don't really have I have a TV, but I haven't really set it up. So
Hmm.
that's all for my friend to do. It
That's
might
another
take him
test
more
drive
than an hour. So I don't really watch TV. If I want to watch something, I'll watch it on my iPad. Like I have the app for like Prime and stuff, but I'm not big on watching TV.
guy.
All right. So there's a bar on the Upper West Side. Um, they've got a happy hour from 4 to 6. How much are beers during the happy hour?
Um, in New York, probably $7 or $8.
8. Very
Okay.
good. See?
Ding
You've
ding.
probably never been to a New York bar and you got it right.
I went to the Patrick Ewing bar in Brooklyn. I don't know
Oh,
what it's
when were you
called.
in Brooklyn?
Like 2019.
Oh, okay. Now we'll go.
The only way I was
All
able
right,
to go there is
there.
because my friend lived there and he had a free place to stay, so I could go. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have been there.
Otherwise, it would be hard to go.
Yeah.
All right, now we have in Harlem, bed, one bath apartment for sale. How much is it selling for?
My friend stayed in a one bedroom apartment. He was paying 20 or 2,500 a month.
Okay, so this is for sale. It's not for rent.
Um, it's like at least 1 million.
It actually, this one is 899,000, but typically apartments of that size are over 1 million.
Wow.
In fact, they could be 2 million. Like I've seen studios that are close to 1 million. All right, now, which is crazy because it's still an apartment.
Yeah. Well, in Vietnam, I know a girl. She buys in apartments, and she's like, you pay like $10,000 for an apartment, and that's it.
To buy the apartment.
Yeah, and then she leases it out for like 150 or $200 a month.
That's really cheap. Some people's monthly rent is 10,000 a month.
Yeah,
If it's like a 2 or a 3 bedroom.
yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, it is, but we've like accepted it.
Mm-hmm. And well, I mean, but each year it continues, to rise, and it's in my mind, like, how can this continue? Like
Because
it's
it's true, like when there has to be a limit for it to stop.
yeah, but then that limit gets raised. I guess. It,
I mean, eventually people have to get better at protesting it, maybe. Like, but you can't not eat food. You can't say, well, we're not going to buy any food because you need food to live.
well, I know this girl. She's from Zimbabwe, and she told me about like her dad got her everybody had jobs, everybody was working, everything was fine, and they got paid Friday night, and then by the time Saturday came or by Sunday or whatever, a few days later, their paycheck, which was $5,000, was only enough to buy a loaf of bread. Like the prices inflated so much over like 2 or 3 days that the check that they received on Friday could only buy like one or two things on Sunday.
Because they had spent it on like rent and stuff like that.
No, I think it's just because like the price, the value of the
So the
money.
prices were just so high that that's all they could buy.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, now we'll
So,
go to my neighborhood, which is in Queens, and there's bubble tea for sale at like, a quick fast food type of place. How much is the bubble tea?
$9
$5.99.
with a coupon.
Yeah, it looks like it was just. It's a special though, so it might not always be $5.99.
That's how they get you. It's $5.99 today, and they get you to like it. And
Yeah, and
oh,
then
I
you
can
love
buy
it,
this
and then the
every day.
next day it's $10.99.
Mm-hmm.
That all right. Now we go. Where is it? This is in. This is basically Williamsburg, Brooklyn, and there's a nice restaurant. They're serving fried calamari with lightly fried herbs and marinara sauce. How much is that? And that's just an appetizer.
$21.95.
$18. But I don't know. I probably wouldn't pay the $18.
Yeah, because that's just an appetizer. You're gonna share that with everybody.
Exactly. You're gonna have to. But Williamsburg is like feels really wealthy these days. Now is this also all right? We'll go to another neighborhood. This is also Williamsburg. Williamsburg feels like it's really wealthy these days, like wealthier than other upscale neighborhoods of Brooklyn. All right, now how much do you have to pay to bribe your way into a comedy club?
Mm, $20.
I doubt it. To get onto the stage.
Oh, $100.
You think it just costs $100 and then the whoever books the show will let you on the show?
Maybe, I guess.
I don't know.
I,
It probably depends on the skit, the club, and stuff like that. But if the show's not selling well and it's like a low attendance, perhaps $100 would get you on the stage. But this one like producer bringer shows are like where you have to bring friends to be on the
mm.
stage. And so this one bringer producer told someone, if you give me $150, I'll put you on, regardless of if you bring friends or not.
Well, I didn't think about this because I was in a bringer show one time, and he's like, I'm gonna give you 10 tickets. I'm gonna ask you give me $50, and you could sell the tickets for whatever price you want. And somebody said, because I don't have any friends, I was like, I don't have any friends to sell the tickets to, and so I just didn't go to the show. But someone later told me, why don't you just pay the $50 and do the show
Yeah,
without?
even if you don't have friends. But bringer shows are really tough to deal with, like, because you're gonna learn that your friends don't want to see you.
True.
They'll come up with every single excuse to not see you. Like my
Yep.
friend was like, I have poison ivy. Like, come on,
I
girl.
I had a friend
That's
tell me that he said, "Sorry, I can't come to your comedy show. My girlfriend just reminded me it's my birthday on Saturday." Like, oh, thanks, and you didn't even invite me to your birthday. Have fun.
exactly. I mean, you could just say, look, I don't like comedy. There, I would rather somebody say that and be like, look, I just don't like comedy.
Yeah.
All right, now there's a food truck in Forest Hills, Queens, and pieces of chicken wings from the food truck.
$15.
$6.
Oh, that's good.
But come on, it's a food. It could be though. It could be $15. But I mean, it's a food truck.
You get
Like,
2 pieces of chicken.
the thing is, food trucks are now as expensive as sit down places,
Mm-hmm.
and you have nowhere to eat it. Like, it used to be the food truck was something where you could get a bargain, and now it's just as expensive as any of the sit down places. So
Yeah.
I'd rather go to a sit down place where I can sit down and eat civilly, not. And it's just so weird that like there are like gluten free food trucks and kosher food trucks, and it's like we have so many restrictions, dietary restrictions, but we'll eat something that comes off a truck. That's
Yeah.
not.
Like, I'm not gonna eat vegan food or vegetarian food if the person cooking the food doesn't have dreadlocks and they're white.
Exact. I know. Where was this place? This is, oh, the Flatiron. In the Flatiron, which is like, I don't know what the force of black mole chicken, a half a roasted free range chicken, rice, beans, and sesame seeds. How much is that dish? And it's a main dish.
um, $35.
Wow, you got it
All
right.
right.
Oh, see, you're better than you thought at this. I mean, like I said, I just, ay, ay, ay. Yeah, the Flatiron. All right, now we'll do a hotel. We'll pretend you're going on vacation.
Uh-oh.
All right, wait. Where would you want to go if you could go on vacation?
Oh, I don't know. Somewhere away from everybody that knows me.
Where's that? I don't know where everybody is.
There's many places. Every place. Even the
What about
places that
Oregon?
I've been there
Portland,
before.
Oregon.
I've been
Is
there
there
before.
anyone who knows that you there?
No, not really. I don't think.
All right, let's try that. I don't know why I thought of it.
Okay.
Portland, Oregon. All right, let's pretend you're going tonight. Yeah.
Oh,
All
that's
right.
the last
There's
minute flight, so it's going to be expensive.
no, it's just the hotel though, not a
Okay.
flight. Just a hotel room in Portland. All right.
Um,
It asks you if you're traveling for business, but are you you're what could you get your mom in Portland? All right, let's see. All right. So tonight you're gonna stay in Portland. A Ramada by Wyndham. How much is that?
um, $100. 99.99.
127.
Okay.
127. And this looks pretty, that seems like a lot, but then again, it is the last minute. But you can always get a room. That's one thing I've learned.
But you're also all you're doing is sleeping.
Like,
Like you're probably not going to wake up and use the exercise facility or eat the breakfast. You're going to sleep and you're going to leave.
and then go do whatever you're doing there.
Yeah. Me
Plus,
and my
it's like
cousin,
you
the
have
last
to
time
check.
we went on a trip, me and my cousin just slept in the car at the rest stop.
Real. I mean, it's nothing. It's not that much different.
No.
Like you're right. It doesn't make sense to like pay if it's just one night to sleep there, and you're not going to use the pool, the exercise thing. You might get the breakfast. But they're such a ripoff. Like, I mean, you have to check out usually by 10 or 11. So you can't even use it as storage for like your suitcases if you're only
Mm.
staying one day and you're going to spend the day there.
Yeah. So now you're visiting all the attractions with your bag in your hand.
You might, if you didn't bring a car, if you flew in or you took a train or whatever. If you have a car, then you can put your bag in the car.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm saying, like, say you flew in and you didn't have a car, you were just using public transportation there. Then, like, you have to bring your suitcase everywhere
Mm-hmm.
after you
Well,
check out. And it's not
I,
even a full 24 hours when you think about it. Like, check in is usually 4 p.m., maybe later, and checkout is 11. So you're not even staying like a full day. It's not even 24 hours.
yeah.
So when you think about it, it should be more. It looks like they have free breakfast and free parking. And this place on the reviews, it gets a 6.6 out of 10. Like, I really think if it's only a 6.6, it needs to be under 100.
Yeah, yeah. I'd say that's pretty
Here's
low.
what they said. They said breakfast was a highlight. Many guests praised it. They didn't like the spa, the hot tub. The hot tub apparently wasn't functioning properly, and there were not basic amenities. The air conditioning was not effective, causing rooms to be hot and muggy and even noisy.
That's not worth.
Wow. I don't think I'd pay 127 to stay here.
Yeah, I'd sleep in my car.
It says it was clean but borderline sketchy. a little dingy, and more aged than the pictures portray. That's what one review says. It gives it a
Mm,
2 out of 10. They said there wasn't a lot of parking, even though the parking's free. We had to park on the street after the second night. The area is busy, and there are a lot of homeless people in and out of the parking lot.
mm. Yeah, it sounds
Yeah,
like
I
a
don't think he's
shady
gonna
place.
stay at this place. Wait, I saw one man attempt to crawl off, off the fence. There were no cameras directed towards the vehicle. The hotel is due for updates, but it's comfortable and clean. But someone did give it a 10 out of 10. Like, let's see. The
Best
bathroom
place
is
I've
dirty and
searched.
has black mold.
Oh,
Really? I have to pay 127 for this. Wait. I ended up in the hospital. I couldn't use the room. I guess one of the homeless people beat this woman up, and they wouldn't give her a refund.
dang.
It's trashy, homeless people all around. Ay. All right, so that's good to know. We won't be staying there then.
Next
Where's
time I'm
this
in Portland.
place? In Portland. If you go to Portland, Oregon, you're not going to stay at the Ramada by Wyndham. You'll figure something else out. And actually, it's one of the higher ones. Like some of the other hotels listed for Portland are less.
Mm.
Country Inn only 75. No, 65 a night, and it has a higher rating of 8.2. Yeah, this place is one of the more expensive. There's a Pepper Tree Inn in Beaverton, Oregon. It gets a 7.6. Wow. All right. Now we can do gas because you probably get gas, right? When
Yeah,
you you leave the house sometimes, so you do get gas for the car, right?
yeah, yeah.
You don't just push the car along with. All
Yeah,
right.
I just hook it up. I got some rollerblades and I just grab onto somebody at the stoplight.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just roll me into town.
All right. Where will we look? Seattle,
Um,
Washington. We'll see what gas is there. All
okay.
right. There's a place called Space Age in Seattle. What does a gallon of gas cost there?
Um, $5.
4.89. I guess gas stations don't get reviews that much.
No, they're a necessity, so people don't review them. But yeah, some gas stations are bad.
Yeah, because people are getting some gas stations, maybe the coffee, maybe the gas is very expensive. Maybe there some of the homeless people are hanging out there, who knows? But generally people are going to go to the gas station and they're going to base it mainly on price.
Mm-hmm.
And like if it's on the way.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna go out of my way to save 50 cents in gas. But
But
then
then
I
you
spent
used
more than
up more
50 cents.
gas by going
Yeah,
out of your way.
yeah. They don't. I don't think many people take that into consideration when they think about saving money. They're like, I'm going to save 25 cents to go do this, but also you're going to be in the store and probably buy something else, and then you got to buy gas and maybe food. And
That's true. That's a very true thing. I mean, because my mom's friend, hopefully she's not listening to this, but in the town where I'm from, like there's part of the town is sort of its own entity where they have their own police force and mayor and beach, but they use our post office and our schools, basically. So it's like and so residents of Belterre cannot, if they go into Port Jet Village, they have to pay for parking. And if you live in Port Jeff, you don't have to pay for parking in the village if you get a
Mm.
sticker. So she doesn't want to pay for the parking. So she basically drives her car to my house and then parks the car there and drives with my dad to go play tennis to get out of paying for the parking. But
Uh-huh.
our house, she's driving more to get to our house and using up more gas to get to our house than if she just drove to the courts. And the parking is only a quarter for an hour. You probably used a quarter more of gas to get to our house. And she's like a millionaire, a multimillionaire.
That's how
I
she got
like,
there, I guess.
yeah, but
But
you're
also,
spending more than a quarter on
yeah,
gas to do the extra driving to get to the house.
and her time, it,
And it's a
how
little more
valuable is that?
time to get to our house. Because where she is kind of the east side of town, and then you have the town, and then where I live is west of the town center. And the courts are in the town center. So you're driving further to get to us than if you just drove to the courts and
Mhm.
parked and paid. And
Went home.
it's just beyond, like, some things are good to save on, but this is like kind of unnecessary.
Mm, yeah.
I mean, like, I understand, like, bringing your own snacks into the movie theater. That's a smart move because they do get you and they do charge a lot more than what the snacks cost at the grocery store.
Hmm.
That I can understand, but like, yeah, or like bringing your own lunch to work, that kind of stuff makes sense because you are saving,
Hmm.
unless you can't make lunch, which is also kind of me. Like I can't make a lunch, so like I need to not save. Like I can't really do my laundry either. Well, I mean I can, but it comes out bad. I can hire my friend to do the laundry.
I need an assistant.
Well, like there's a laundry service which will pick up your laundry and then it'll do it and bring it back. In fact, I think they're hiring actually if you can do laundry. But I mean, I don't know. I'm the person that wants to do someone else's
Yeah,
laundry.
no, I don't want to do
Like
that.
they've got to be out there, but the kind of person who wants to do someone else's laundry is got to be, really sick in my mind.
Yeah.
Like I don't even want to do my own laundry. I'm not washing someone else's laundry, and some people's laundry has got to be really dirty and gross. Like it could be really gross. I don't see people wanting to do that.
No, I don't know why. When I'm picturing this as like some home business, like I come pick up your clothes, wash them in my washer and in my dryer at my house, and then fold them
And then
and
you
bring them
bring them back.
back.
That's
Yeah, I don't want to
basically
do that.
how it works. That's
If it,
basically how it
if it was a
works.
business
But
and I
it's
had
an
like
app called
business
Poplin.
washers, no, I don't want to do that.
You don't want to have the business. Basically,
No,
Poplin is an app.
I wouldn't want to wash people's clothes in my home washer and dryer.
You wouldn't
I
want
don't know
to do
why.
that, but you would want to do that in a place of business.
No, I wouldn't. Like, yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
wouldn't
yeah.
want to
So
wash
if
it in like a commercial laundry.
it would, yeah, I would want to wash it in a commercial laundry.
I don't know. So basically, it matches people that are called laundry pros with people like me who can't do their laundry. But
Uh-huh.
I think it is them taking it to their house and doing it and bringing it back. I mean, I don't know where they're taking it because I don't even see them. I leave it outside my door and they come and get it. I don't even see them, so I don't really know where my laundry's going.
It could be a robot.
I saw the guy once, but I don't know. I honestly don't know where it will is going, but I assume it's somewhere near where I live. Otherwise, why? I don't see people driving like 10 miles away to pick up someone's laundry to do. Like I assume that people live in my neighborhood.
Just your random neighbor comes out and picks up your laundry and brings it in. Yeah.
I think that's basically what it is. Wait, did he leave? I guess he left, guys. All right, we'll wait around a little to see if he comes back. I don't know. Let me check and see where he is. But if anyone is listening and has input on their laundry being picked up. Oh, wait, here he is. All
All
right.
right.
You there? We
Yeah.
lost you for a bit. So
I,
yeah,
I
I
forgot to
think
pay my internet bill.
probably so then you paid it and then that was quick.
Yeah.
No, but it, it is a little bit weird. Like people picking up your laundry and they live in the neighborhood and I guess but I mean maybe they're good at doing laundry so maybe it's a good activity for them. Like maybe they enjoy it, they're good at it and they're making some extra money.
Maybe they're
Like
like
I only say that cuz I'm not.
a secret laundry ninja that like strikes at night, protecting the city from dirty clothes.
That's what I think they are. But there are only two laundry people in my neighborhood. Susan and Paul are the two ninjas.
And they
That's their
basically already
names.
told you that you can't bring your laundry there. You no more.
I mean, it's about the same if I have them pick it up than if I dropped it off at my laundromat. But like I said, I'm just bad at doing laundry. That's why I don't do it. All right. What about if we went on a plane ride? Here. All right. Let's see what a plane ride would cost. But if you're going to go somewhere, you want to be where nobody knows you, right?
Yeah, maybe a beach.
Where would be a good beach? How about
Um,
Honolulu?
okay.
Honolulu, Hawaii. Say next week you're going to Honolulu, you stay a week. So July 20th to the 27th.
For just the plane ticket.
Just a plane ticket.
Um,
Now, wait, I have to
probably
do flights. Hold on.
700.
Wait, let's see. But wait, but would you be leaving from Louisiana or should I do it from New York? Hold on. Will
Either way.
you, we'll
I
have you
think
leave from New
Louisiana would be
Orleans?
cheaper. Yeah, okay.
All right, so we'll say you're leaving from New Orleans and you're going to Honolulu. No, wait, departure city is New Orleans. And then we're go. Wait, why did this do it? Move Honolulu. I hate these things. They're the worst. Everything on the computer is a whole hassle that you do. Every app, it's a whole thing. All right, now
Mhm.
it has you moving to Saturday, August 15th. Apparently, you're waiting a
Okay.
little. These apps are such a pain in the neck to do. They're just, ugh. I cursed at my phone. All right. So you're going round trip in August, August 15th to August 22nd. And you leave at 7 a.m. from New Orleans, and it's one stop, and then you get into Honolulu at 1:34, and then going back, you leave Honolulu at 8 p.m. and you get into New Orleans at 11:06 a.m. the next day. Also one stop. How much is the round trip ticket?
900.
Wow, so close. 908. There's one that's 858, 814. It's expensive. Other cities are cheaper.
Yeah.
But I mean, Hawaii's further. But other cities, like, I don't know, Cincinnati or something, are like a lot cheaper.
I could fly to Cincinnati and then fly to Honolulu.
Would that be cheaper?
I don't know.
But it's cheap. I don't know. But I'm saying if you flew to another city, just flying to that city and back, I would think it would be much cheaper than 908. Like if it was on the continental US, I would think that would make it cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're almost to the end of the journey, or not. All right, what is it gonna cost? Let me see. But this is just as low. A monthly parking rate on the Upper West Side. So to pay a monthly rate for your car, how much is it?
Um, $850.
Sometimes it is that high, actually. For this one, they're claiming that the it's as low as 295 a month to park your car there, but 800 is more like a regular rate for an Upper West Side parking garage.
Hmm. Yeah, I thought
Like
that was crazy when I
800.
did that
But
too.
also all those things when they say as low as, it's probably false advertising. Like maybe there are two spaces that are like, I don't know, at the edge of the lot, and
Hmm.
who knows? I don't know what
There's
would
like
make a
homeless
parking space
people
bad,
sleeping
but
in your
maybe there
car when you get there because
they could
he
be,
leases out
right?
your car as a sleep in a hotel place, 2 stars.
Well, yeah, I mean that's probably better than that hotel we saw in Portland
Mm.
with the homeless and the mold. Probably your car is better than the homeless in the motel. But that's what subsidizes it, so you're not paying 800. You're paying 295.
Hmm.
I don't know. But like when you think about it though, actually, it's better to pay the 800 a month for a monthly parking space, because if you park your car on the streets, it is